children, I'm back with guess who? One of my best friends, Percy, the park keeper, and today I'm going to read to you and share with you One Warm Fox. So again, I'll read the blurb on the back just to give you an idea of what the story's about. So if you remember, Percy is a park keeper. When Percy the park keeper received yet another gift from his auntie, he's happy to offer it to a rather chilly fox. But the fox can't wear all of Auntie Joyce's knitting at once, which gives Percy an idea. So, let's enjoy. I just want to show you this picture before I start reading, actually. So here's Percy, and these are some really, really large birds. And I'd just like to explain to you at this point, children, that birds love seeds. Okay, so let's begin. Shoo, go on, shoo, said Percy the park keeper. This isn't bird seed, shoo. Percy was sowing some wildflower seed on a patch of bare earth. But a bunch of rooks who had suddenly appeared were trying to gobble up the seed as fast as Percy could scatter it. And you're not much help, said Percy to a rather saggy-looking scarecrow he had made. Oops, there's our... It's a little bit tricky getting the best picture. Kind of saggy-looking scarecrow. That's how he looks, doesn't it? He sighed and tried to cover the last of the seed with his rake. When Percy got back to his hut, he found his friend the fox sitting on the step. Next to the fox was a parcel. Hello, said Percy. I see the postman's been. Percy picked up the parcel and looked at the writing. Oh dear, he said. What's the matter? Said the fox. Don't you like parcels? Quite unusual not to like parcels, isn't it? Not from Auntie Joyce, said Percy. She knits things. This will be another pullover or a scarf or something. I've got a huge collection. Percy began to open the parcel. She's very kind, said Percy, but somehow the things she knits, well, they don't really suit me. Not my sort of colours, either that or they don't fit. Perhaps they'd fit me, said the fox. I was a bit chilly last night. Percy unwrapped the rest of the parcel. Well, this will keep your ears warm, he chuckled, and he tossed the fox a woolly balaclava. I need to explain to you now, children, that a balaclava is kind of a woolly hat and a scarf that's joined up so it kind of goes around your face, over your head, just snuggles into your neck. Very nice, but a bit small for me, I think, said Percy. Here's a picture of balaclava. You can't really tell what a balaclava looks like until maybe later in the story. In fact, this page. So the fox pulled on the balaclava. He looked a bit disappointed. I was thinking more of a pullover, he said. This is squashing my ears a bit. Percy smiled. Follow me. I just want to show you this picture of the balaclava that Auntie had made. So can you see that it's kind of a hat and almost a snuggly scarf, and it's all joined into one. So there are no gaps for good air to get into. As I say, Percy smiled. Follow me, he said. Pardon? Said the fox. I said follow me, Percy repeated loudly, and he led the fox into his hut. Just before I turn the page, I love that in this picture, there's Percy, and he's got really sneaky mice hiding in his hat. Isn't that wonderful? Percy brought out an old suitcase from underneath his bed. He blew the dust off it. How about this? Percy held up one of Auntie Joyce's pullovers. The fox put it on. It fits, said the fox happily. So it does, said Percy with a chuckle. In that case, help yourself. I'm just going to check my wildflower patch. So here we have Percy and the suitcase with lots of things that have been sent him. And here we have the fox with the balaclava on and a pullover. Feeling super snuggly, I suspect. Percy wasn't gone for long as he walked back towards his hut. He didn't look too pleased. Why? But as soon as Percy opened the door, his face just changed. There he is, smiling. Everything fits, said the fox. Percy roared with laughter. You can't go back like that, he said. Anyway, it'll be much too hot. You'll cook. It is a bit warm, admitted the fox. I just thought at night, You can keep the pullover, said Percy, but I think you should take off the rest. Besides, I think I know someone that these things might suit. Just look at the fox. He's got on a balaclava, he's got on a jumper, he's got on, my gosh, I don't even know what this is. He's got a sock on his tail, different socks on his feet, a scarf. He's really gone for it, hasn't he, children? I think I'd smile if I was Percy too. The next morning, Percy was out working in the park when he met the fox again. How were you last night, said Percy. Oh, as warm as toast, said the fox. How was your wildflower patch? Are those rooks still being a nuisance? I can't understand it, Percy chuckled. They haven't been near the place. Look. Here's Percy's scarecrow, which was looking rather, shall we say, sad and exciting yesterday. That's the end of today's story. Have you noticed anything on this page and from this picture that would explain why Percy's surprised and why those birds have kept away from the scarecrow? Look at the things. This is kind of a top tip that the scarecrow is wearing, and talk about where you think they may have come from. That's it for today, children. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a lovely day and take care. Bye from me, Mrs. Mason.